Comic up here, we'll get this thing rolling. I'm so excited for the show, you guys. We've been having a blast all week. We got a real treat for you. The first comic coming to the stage is a local legend in the scene. We love supporting the locals here, and you guys are going to absolutely love him. Please give him a lot of love. Help bring me to the stage, Ryan Paul and Johnson. Ryan, ladies and gentlemen.
I like to let everyone know because sometimes when people see me, they just think I'm super old. That's what my daughter thought. She was like, "Dad, are you gonna die soon?" And I was like, "No, what would make you think that?" And I climbed down the ladder, and she was like, "Well, like you're really old. You walk with that cane. And Mom is really young and strong. I'm just worried that you're going to die soon." And I was like, "Oh, honey, you got it all wrong. Mom's super old too." I was worried about having kids with a disability. You know, I just was worried it wouldn't go well. And then I had kids, and I realized that when you grow up with a dad with a disability, you know, as a kid, it's actually really a lucky thing, you know, because as a kid, you already got like a front row seat to see what resilience looks like, you know? So like when I was a kid, I grew up with my dad had a landscape maintenance business. And so I learned the meaning of hard work by pushing a lawnmower. And my kids growing up, you know, they had a dad with a disability. So they learned the meaning of resilience by getting dropped. They learn, you guys. They learn. When life knocks you down, you gotta get yourself back up. Because otherwise, Dad is gonna keep on trying. I was in charge of putting my son to bed. You know, he was like just a perfect little kid, great sleeper. You know, just me and him, and it meant so much to me that my wife trusted me to be alone with him. So I got to put him to bed every night, you know, and I'd rock him to bed and sing him a murder ballad, you know. Just rock him in his crib. But he was like, honestly, he was the best sleeper. You know how you have good babies and bad babies? You know? Yeah, so he was our good baby, yeah. But he would sleep so well. And in the middle of the night, my wife, though, she'd be like, "Hey, you know, I'm really worried about him. And I think we should go in there and check on him. I'm worried he might be dead." You know? And I was like, "Well, you know, like, can't we check on that in the morning?" Like, if he's dead now, he'll be dead then. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what you're supposed to do with a dead baby at 2 in the morning. That's all. Just feels like a situation you'd handle better on a full night's rest. That's all I'm saying. But guess what, you guys? Not dead. Yeah, not one time. Not one time. Yeah. But here's the thing: is like there comes a point in every parent's life where your kids start asking you for advice, and if you're not prepared for that, you know, your kid, I don't know. The advice they get at that age can become really meaningful, you know, it can become rules that they live on. And if you aren't thoughtful about it, you know, the rules they live on might just be whatever your comedian brain comes up with in the moment, you know? So like my son came to me and he was like, "Hey Dad, you know, is it a soap day or no soap day? When I'm in the shower, do I need to use soap today?" You know? And I was not prepared, but my brain was prepared, and it said, "Here's what you're gonna do, buddy. When you're in the shower, poke your finger in your butt and give it a little smell. If it smells bad, it's a soap day." Pretty foolproof, I I'd say. And how funny would it be then if he ran on that rule for the rest of his life? I imagine you can make it a ways into life before anyone's going to call him out on it, you know? And imagine it's his first moving girlfriend, you know? They're in the mirror, you know, you do that thing in the mirror, you don't have to look at each other, you just like, I love you, and you go, oh, I love you too. You know, and then he goes back for his 5 seconds. She's just like, what is wrong with you? What kind of monster are you? You know, he's just all confused. He's like, oh, I never told you about my dad's rules? Yeah. My dad had all these, you know, tips and tricks to live by, you know? And just like, your dad thinks he's a comedian, you know? He's a monster. And he's all, you know, I don't even know what you're all upset about, you know, it's not even a soap day, you know? Ruining a perfectly good day. So, you know, she's like, well, now I know why you keep getting pink eye. And then they get married and live happily ever after, you guys. So, hey, that's my time. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Ryan Paul Johnson, guys, let him feel the love. He was going to stay and rock with us a bit longer, but he's got a baby in the car, so. Don't worry, he's got a good parking spot. We'll be all right. Ryan Paul Johnson, guys, let him hear it.